Okay, take about 10 more seconds. Finish filling this out. If you didn't get to all of them, that's just fine. We're going to talk about it as a class. Okay, take about 5 more seconds. Okay, pencils down, your own book's closed. I need everybody to have everything off of their desk except for this sheet of paper and a pencil, just like Emily O. and Taylor and Vina and George. Everything else needs to be off of your desk, everything distracting. This is really important that you guys are paying attention and listening to this because you will be assessed on this during next class period. Assessed as in it will be for a grade, okay? So you want to make sure that you're paying attention to this review right now, okay? So Josh, I need that off of your desk. Okay, can I tell you the definition of a noun? Kimmy.
A word or word group that is used to name a person, a place, a thing, or idea.
Okay, excellent. Verb. Someone read that for me. Jada, please.
A word that expresses action or saying.
Excellent. Thank you. Adjective. Taylor.
A word that is used to modify and modify.
Excellent. Thank you. Adverb. Someone who I haven't heard yet from Jay, although I do appreciate all my volunteers. Rainey.
Okay. A word that modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb.
Excellent. Thank you. Pronoun. Have someone read pronoun for me. Emily O, please.
A word that is used in place of one or more nouns or pronouns.
Excellent. Thank you. Preposition. Can I have someone read that? Emily J.
A word that shows the relationship of a noun or pronoun to the
Good. Interjection. Thank you. Garrett.
A word that expresses emotion.
Great. Thank you, Garrett. And then finally, conjunction, George.
A word that joins words or word groups.
Okay, thank you. These are our definitions of the parts of speech that you're going to be assessed on later today. Your directions were to read the paragraphs below and identify the italicized word with the correct part of speech with the spaces provided underneath the paragraphs. Okay, so can I have someone just read this paragraph for me really fast, Jillian, please?
The whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In this country, mangroves grow along the coast of Florida. They form a wonderland where land, water, and sky blend. The lush green mangrove islands and shoreline are both beautiful and valuable. Mangroves are important to our environment. They produce tons of valuable vegetable matter and are an essential part of tropical biology. So far as we know, the first reference to mangroves date back to Egyptian times. A South African expert has also discovered evidence in mangrove islands along the Red Sea.
Excellent. Thank you, Jillian. So this is just a paragraph of text, just like any other paragraph of text. But I've asked you to identify the certain parts of speech. So we're just going to go through these. Number 1. What part of speech is this? What part of speech is it, Kimmy?
Is it a preposition?
Nope, not quite. What do you think, George?
Adjective.
It's an adjective. The reason why it's an adjective, I know it's not similar to things that we've done before, like fluffy or hard or purple or something like that, is because, I know it's not similar to that, but it's still an adjective because an adjective answers which one, it answers what kind, it answers how many, and it answers how much, okay? So it answers 4 different things. It's talking about which country? This country. So this is an adjective. Very good, okay? What about number 2? What is number 2? Okay, Rainey, just turn around paying attention. Thank you. Garrett?
A noun.
Roman the same. Turn around and pay attention. Say it again, Garrett.
A noun.
It's a noun. Very good. How did you know it was a noun, Garrett?
Because it's a type of thing.
Good. It's a thing. A mangrove is a tree. Excellent. Number 3. Jillian?
Noun.
It's a noun. What is number 3? Florida? Why is that a noun,
Yeah,
Jillian?
it's a place.
It's a place. Very good.
Does it count as a pronoun?
No, it's not a pronoun. It's a proper noun, but it is not a pronoun. Remember, a pronoun, when our definitions say at the top, a word that is used in place of one or more nouns. Okay, so a proper noun is something that is capitalized. Rain.
What was number 2?
Can somebody tell Rainey what number 2 was? Porter?
Noun.
It was a noun. Make sure you're writing down and paying attention, okay? Okay, number 5. What's number 5? Or 4, sorry. They. What is that? Jada?
A conjunction.
Nope, not a conjunction. Maddie?
Pronoun.
It's a pronoun because a pronoun is a word that is used in place of one or more nouns. They is a pronoun because it is taking the place of the word mangroves. Because initially the sentence would say mangroves form a wonderland. They're saying they instead. Very good. Okay, number 5, wonderland. What is wonderland? Sydney?
A noun.
It's a noun. Wonderland is a place, so therefore it is a noun. Very good. Number 6, sky. What is that one, Roman?
Noun.
It is a noun. Sky is a thing. Sky is a noun. Very good. Number 7, green. What is that, Kimmy?
Adjective.
Adjective. Very good. Green is modifying the word mangrove islands. Remember, modify means to change, improve, make better, more specific, okay? So it's telling you which mangrove islands. It was the green mangrove islands. Very good. Number 8, hour. What is hour? Maddie? It's a pronoun. Very good. Our is taking the place of some sort of name. We don't know what names, but we're talking about our. Very good. Environment. What is environment, Kimmy?
Noun.
It's a noun. Very good. Environment is a place, therefore it's noun. 9 is noun. Number 10, tons. What is tons, Roman?
Adjective.
Not quite, George.
Preposition.
Not quite. Maddie?
Is it a noun?
It's a noun. Very good. Tons of valuable. Tons is a thing. So tons in this sentence is a noun. Yes.
What is the adjective saying how many?
So it's saying tons of valuable. They produce tons. If you just said they produce tons, they're producing what? They're producing nouns. Or not nouns. They're producing tons. So that is a noun. So if I'll show you, Emily, how it would be different. In some cases it can be an adjective, but in this sentence it's going to be a noun. Okay? Very good, girls. Rainey, I need you to turn around. Last warning. Okay? Okay. Not while I'm teaching. Thanks. Okay. Vegetable. What is vegetable in this one right here? What is it? From someone I haven't really heard yet from today. Although I appreciate all my volunteers. Go for it, Jacob. Okay. It is a noun. Vegetable can be used as a noun. But in this sentence, what is it? Sydney?
An adjective.
It's an adjective. We're talking about what type of matter? Vegetable matter. Very good. Number 12. What is number 12 going to be? Kimmy?
Adjective.
It's an adjective because we're talking about what type of part? It's the essential part. Very good. So number 12 is adjective. Okay, 13. What is number 13? Garrett?
Let's see. Adjective.
Adjective. Very good. Tropical is an adjective. What type of biology? It's the tropical type of biology. Very good. 14. We. What is that one? What is that one, Roman?
Pronoun.
It's a pronoun. We is a pronoun. Excellent. So far as we know. Very good. Where are we at? 15. What is Egyptian? From someone I haven't really heard yet from today, although I appreciate all my volunteers. Brandon, can you tell me what that one is? Number 15?
Is it a noun?
Not quite. What else? April, what do you think?
Adjective.
It's an adjective. Good. It's specifying which times? The Egyptian times. Very good. Okay, 16. What is 16? George, what's 16?
An adjective.
It's an adjective. A South African expert has also discovered evidence. Which expert? It's the South African one. Okay, and finally, number 17, Red Sea. What is it, Kason?
No.
It's a noun. It could be a proper noun, but Red Sea, and I know some of you might have said adjective for red, and that is true, but the Red Sea is a certain type of sea that's in the western hemisphere of the world. Okay, so the Red Sea is a place, and so therefore it is a noun. Okay, we've got one more to go through. Paragraph. Can I have someone read me this paragraph? Go for it. Rainey, please.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Maybe thinking that equipment and food should I take?
Oh, wait, darling, the whole thing. Starting from, have you ever?
Okay. Have you ever hiked into the wilderness with a backpack on your back? Have you ever camped under the stars? Backpacking was once popular only with mountaineers. But now almost anyone who loves the outdoors can become a backpacker. First, however, you must be able to carry a heavy pack long distance over mountains, trails to get in shape. Start with a short walk and gradually increase them to several miles. Exercising and going on practice hikes can further build your strength. After a few short hikes, you should be ready for a long walk. Oh, you may be thinking, what equipment and food should I take? Write to the International Backpacking Association for a checklist. The first item on the list will usually be shoes with rubber or synthetic soles. The second item on the list will certainly be a sneaker.
Excellent. Thank you, Rainey, for reading that for me. Okay, so now let's just do these 13 right here. What is number 1? Hiked. What part of speech is hiked? Garrett?
Verb.
Verb. Very good, because it's expressing action. Very good. Number 2, with. What is this one? We haven't really talked about this one as much. Sydney?
Preposition.
It's a preposition. Remember, you guys? Prepositions, one trick, this isn't foolproof, but one trick is to think about the cloud, okay? You're with the cloud, so with is a preposition, okay? With is our preposition. It's showing the relationship between the wilderness and the backpack. Because remember the definition for preposition, a word that shows the relationship of a noun or pronoun to another word, okay? So number 2 is preposition. 3, camped. What is camped, Micah? Oh, is that stretch? Rainey, do you have your hand up? Okay, you guys are tricking me. Jacob? It's a verb. Very good. Camped. That's an action word, so it is a verb. Very good. Okay, number 4, was. What about was? This one might be a little bit trickier. Yes, Jillian.
Is it preposition?
It's not a preposition, but that's a good guess. Roman?
Conjunction.
Not a conjunction. Peter?
Pronoun.
Not a pronoun. Kimmy?
Adverb.
Not an adverb. Maddie?
Is it a verb?
It's a verb. So that's the second part of the definition that can be a little bit tricky with verbs. It says a word that expresses action, and y'all are great at identifying action, things like jumping, running, swimming, hiking, camping, dancing. Those are all action verbs. But the other part of verb is state of being. Was is a state of being, okay? Because it just is. Nothing is exactly happening, like you're not exactly moving, but it's still happening. It's still expressing the state of being. So number 4, was, that is a verb. Good. Number 5. What's number 5, Kimmy?
Conjunction.
It's a conjunction. Remember the word but, that's part of our fanboys. For, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Those are our fanboys, okay? So this one, number 5 is a conjunction. Good. 6. What is number 6, Jillian?
Preposition.
It's a preposition. Very good. So think about our cloud. We have over the cloud, okay? Number 6 is a preposition. Very good. Number 7, gradually. What is gradually, Sydney?
An adverb.
It's an adverb. Gradually, remember adverbs modify verbs, and in this sentence, increase is our verb. So how do you increase them? You increase them gradually. Yes, Garrett.
What was number 5 again?
Who can tell Garrett what number 5 was? Kimmy?
Conjunction.
It was a conjunction. Very good. Okay, 7 is an adverb. Very good. Number 8, and. What is number 8, Kimmy? It's a conjunction as well. And is a conjunction. Remember, for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so are fanboys. Very good. Fanboys are our conjunctions. Very good. Yes, Jillian.
Preposition.
Oh, you're looking at number 9 already? Okay, number 9, Jillian was right, is a preposition. Okay? After is a preposition. Think about the cloud. We're after the cloud. Okay? Number 9 is a preposition. Yes, Roman.
Number 10.
Oh, yeah, hold on. I'll call it on you. Don't you worry about it. Okay, number 10. What is number 10, Roman?
Interjection.
It's an interjection, okay? O, the word O is an interjection. Remember, interjections are just words that expresses emotions. Y'all use interjections all day long, okay? And I'm not gonna say some of the interjections y'all use, but you guys do. Kason?
I have a question about mine. Wouldn't it be a verb because it's a state of being?
After a few short hikes. The verb in this sentence right here, Kason, is be. Just the word be, because that's expressing the state of mind. Because you can take out after a few short hikes and still have you should be ready for a longer one. So your subject is you and be is our verb. Okay? Good question though. Excellent question. Okay, good. So O, number 10 is our interjection. Number 11, Jillian.
Is it a preposition?
Number 11 is another preposition. Excellent. To, T-O, that is a preposition. Very good. To the cloud.
I'm just gonna get all the prepositions and just call on.
Okay, we'll see about that. Okay, number 12. What is number 12 usually? George, what is it?
12 is usually conjunction, but wouldn't it be a preposition?
In this case, it's not quite. It's not. Garrett?
It's not a conjunction or a preposition.
Number 12?
Is it conjunction?
Usually?
12 is a 4. It's 4.
Are you guys on the same one with me?
Well, because you said that it's either a conjunction or a preposition.
12 is 4.
Yeah.
12 is 4.
Yes,
Oh,
12 is 4.
Oh, yes. Okay, I'm with you guys. I'm sorry. Yes. 12. Sorry, who said, sorry, say that again, George?
I said it's usually a conjunction, but wouldn't it be a preposition?
In this case, it's going to be a, yes.
No!
I have, you know what, George just brought up a really good question, and I'm going to look it up right
Yeah,
quick,
you do that.
because I am interested in that. In the meantime, we're going to skip number 12, and we're going to go on to number 13. Who can tell me number 13 is usually? Kimmy?
Adverb.
Adverb. Very good. Why is it an adverb, Kimmy?
Because be is a state of being and it's describing people.
Excellent. Very well said. Okay, and our last one, certainly. Go for it, Sydney.
Is it also an adverb?
It's also an adverb. Why is it also an adverb, Sydney?
Because be is a state of being and it's describing.
Yes, because be is a state of being, and certainly is it describing how you are being. Very good. And I'm going to look this up because that George just brought up a very interesting question that I didn't think about in my last classes.
I'm very upset.
Okay, talk it over. Lean over to your role partner and tell them what you think it is.
I don't think
And tell them why you think that's the case. Okay, George was right in this case. George, you want to explain yourself?
Well, it's because it's not like combining words or word groups. It's saying you write for a checklist, so the checklist would be like the cloud.
Yes, very good. George is right in this case. Yes, Garrett?
What's the camel for?
Okay, don't worry about it. I need everybody to, eyes up here, eyes up front, knees up front. Okay, Rainey? Okay, George, say it one more time so Rainey can hear. I need everybody listening to George right quick.
Well, it's not a conjunction because it's not combining a word group or words. Because you're writing for a checklist, so the checklist would be like the cloud.
Yeah. So in this case it's it's a conjunction with one of our for and nor but or yet so. But George is right. In this case it's a preposition for the cloud. Okay, for example. And this sentence right here, write to the International Backpacker Association for a checklist. Okay? It's not combining word groups like George said. You're not combining independent clauses. Okay? So what number is that one on yours? Because yours is different. On 12, it's a preposition. Okay. Excellent job. Excellent job. Okay, this is something you are going to be assessed on later today. And so I think it's really important that you have all these down. You will be assessed on this later. Go ahead though, right now, and put your pieces of paper underneath your desk and pull out Freak the Mighty. Okay, there should not be any talking. This is one of those transition times where it does not require your mouth to be open to pull out a book. Okay, so I need everything off of your desk except for Freak the Mighty and a pencil or pen if you'd like. So thank you, George. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Spencer and Andrew and Micah and O and Rainey and Taylor. This row right here, Alexander's row is doing great. Thank you, Jillian. Venus row is doing really well. Excellent. Okay, everything off of your desk. Okay, we are on page 147. We are on chapter 23, the empty book. Jillian. Yes.
Okay. Should I do a summary of what happened?
Yes, Jillian, go ahead and give us a summary.
Okay.
Really fast, though.
Okay, so after the dad, Neil's Max's dad, kidnapped him, Freak came and shot him in the eyes with some like chili powder and vinegar, whatever, and he made him think it was something else, and then they got rescued. And then after they opened up their Christmas presents or whatever, like the box, yeah, then he had a seizure.
Well, not quite after he opened up Christmas presents. Say that again, Matt.
It was his birthday.
It was his birthday. Yeah, and he was getting a computer.
I'm stuck tapping on it.
Yeah, so it's not quite Christmas. Okay. Christmas was when when Max got kidnapped. Okay. So now we're at Freak's just had his birthday. He wasn't feeling super well, and now he has been rushed to the hospital in the ambulance because he's been having a seizure. Okay. Who can tell us what a seizure is? Who knows what a seizure is? Sydney?
Well, you start like different for different people, but like you switch kind of, except it's like violent switching. I don't know exactly why, but
Who else? Who has something, Roman?
I know this personally because I've had a seizure at the dentist office when they found out I was allergic to some of the gas that they put on you. And so I passed out in like the front of the dentist and started having a seizure. But basically from what my mom said, my eyes rolled into the back of my head and I started uncontrollably twitching.
Yeah, that does happen. Garrett?
Or in other words, you uncontrollably shake.
Yeah. Yeah. Kimmy?
like you can, things can happen, like you can't sometimes like walk or you can't speak or you can't see.
Yes, that's for sure. Rainey?
I've actually seen what happened to my cousin. So you fall down if you're standing up, and you just like start shaking and moving around. Sometimes you fart when you go.
Yeah. It's when your brain. Yes, Jada.
Sometimes some people sometimes they can't breathe.
That's true. Bailey?
Like I've had a seizure when I got hit in like a go-kart and my eyes rolled to the back of my head and I could not breathe. I was just like doing this weird wheezing thing my sister was saying. She was in there with me and they stopped everything and I had to go out. But
Yeah, you guys have a lot of personal experiences with that, so thank you for sharing. Yeah, with seizures, your brain basically short circuits and you lose control of your limbs, you lose control of your everything. So that's why sometimes people throw up or they do other bodily processes or something, girls, okay, while having a seizure, and sometimes they'll bite their own tongues and so they have to put things in between their teeth so they're not biting down on their tongues. It's a pretty scary thing. So this is like a really, my point is for telling you this, is to let you know that it's a pretty serious thing that Freak is going through this right now. And it's pretty scary. And that's why they had called the ambulance. Okay, so make sure we're on, opened up to page 23, the empty book. Not page 23, chapter 23. Page 147. They won't let me visit him the first day, and Graham says I'll just have to be patient and let the doctors do their business. But I can't stand just sitting around, so I decide to walk over to the hospital, which Grim says is miles and miles, but suit myself. I know how to get there because Freak and I went yonder that way once, so he could show me the medical research building. It's not the same, though, without Freak along to turn the houses into castles and the swimming pools into moats. All I keep thinking is what a jip it is to have to go into the hospital on your birthday. Finally, I get there and I see the Fair Gwen's car in the visitor parking lot, but Grim says I should leave her alone and let her tend to her son. So what I do is go around back to the medical research building and find this stupid little tree I can sit under. I had that old ornithopter bird with me, and I'm winding it up and flying it around, figuring maybe Freak will get a chance to look out the window and see it fluttering by. That's my plan, and I'm under that puny little tree messing with the bird until this guy mowing the lawn makes me move. So I wander around to the front of the hospital, and that's when the Fair Gwen finds me. "Maxwell," she says, and she gives me this great big hug, a wet hug because she's been crying. "Max, we've been looking all over for you. Kevin wants to see you. He's making quite a fuss about it, and Dr. Spivak says it's okay, but just for a few minutes." So the Fair Gwen takes me inside, and I figure we're heading for the medical research building, but instead we go into the regular hospital. "He's in the ICU," she says. "So they're taking really good care of him?" "They're doing their best, Max," she says. "The intensive care unit is this place where there are so many nurses. You can't hardly turn around without bumping into one, which I do as soon as we get there. Every patient gets a room alone, and there's all this electronic gear the Fair Gwen says is called telemetry, which means when Freak sneezes, the nurses know about it before he can wipe his nose. I'm not scared at all until I actually go into his room and see how small he looks on the bed. They've got him sitting up with all these tubes going into his arms and up his nose, and Dr. Spivak is guarding him. She won't let me come too close. I thought no visitors was the best policy for now, Dr. Spivak says, but what Kevin wants, Kevin gets. Dr. Spivak is a small woman with short red hair and a real stern face, and it's like she's mad because Freak wants to see me or because I'll break some of her precious equipment. "That will be all," Freak says to her. "You are dismissed." The funny thing is, his voice sounds funny. Not just faint and weak, but kind of whistly. Only when I get closer do I see he's got this weird little plastic button stuck in his neck. "It's called a trichectomy," he says, holding his